Hey guys, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today I am building a rental property. I don't think I set it as a rental while I was building, but that was the concept behind this. I really wanted to build like a really cutesy autumn cottage that you could rent like as an Airbnb and have your Sims go stay here. And so this is located at the top of the hill in Henford on Bagley, right by the waterfall. And the colors in Henford on Bagley in the fall are so pretty. They're really like purple and more brown tones than red. And I definitely embraced that with this build and had so much fun trying to figure out what I wanted to incorporate in here for your Sims to enjoy on their little staycation or vacation, depending on where they originally are from. I even used some terrain tools to raise it up on various levels and have kind of a natural hill going throughout this property. So there ends up being a staircase up to the main deck, and right now I have like a bottom one as well, but I do get rid of that in the end. But one of my favorite things that I included in this space is a outdoor deck space that comes off of the left side of the build that is only for a hot tub. There's no space for anything else. It's the hot tub deck, and something about that made me so happy. And it felt like such a cozy thing to have for your Sims to enjoy on a vacation in the autumn or in the winter. I feel like this would work really nicely in that time of year as well. And also I decided to have this like diagonal chimney outside, which I thought looked really cute. And I'm just pulling and dragging this build, trying to figure out where I want the front door to be, what sort of windows I wanted to have. It was definitely a process of trial and error, and I ended up using these windows from base game that just got a swatch update in the end, and they just look so pretty. I don't know if I used a new swatch on them or not though. I can't remember which brown swatches there were because there were some brown swatches and they added a bunch of other new swatches in the end. I don't think that one's new, but it might be because there were some new varieties added. But the windows on the front of the build are also from base game. I just stacked a couple of those, and I think it looks pretty cute in the end. We're using some toddler lights here because they're just so pretty, and something about them in the fall makes me even more happy. So I was excited to go ahead and use those as well. Just trying to figure out where I want them to be, raising them up, scaling them down, and adding some poles to support them. I didn't want to use just the ones that come with the toddler pack. I wanted it to be a little bit more in style with this particular build. I was thinking this would have some like quirky things added onto it, as it is primarily a home as a Airbnb or rental property. So I think it's just gonna be like really charming, and that was the whole goal behind it. Do let me know what you think of this. If you like this, would you stay here? Would you have your Sims stay here? I know I would totally be down, and I feel like I keep calling back to this idea of a rental based on my one Airbnb stay I've ever had, which was a few months ago. I've mentioned it on the channel a few times now because it was a tiny house and it was really cool and charming and absolutely beautiful. It was on a farm. This is not like a farm build at all, but I took inspiration from that. And also I very recently went to one of my good friends' houses and got to like have a nice hot tub time in fall, and so adding a hot tub to this build in the fall just makes me very happy. But oh my goodness, the landscaping here. I love how these plants look in the autumn, particularly these yellow flowers from Cottage living. They are so pretty. You might have seen a little sneak peek of this landscaping if you are a supporter of mine over on FanHouse. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have an account on FanHouse. It is linked down below. It is a platform where I post some sneak peeks of builds coming up, some behind the scenes stuff of like editing, probably some decorating of my office for holidays and stuff, all kinds of sneak peeks and selfies and just a more personal experience. If you're interested in supporting me over there, I will have a link in the description down below. But I did post a little sneak peek of the landscaping for this build on there, so you might recognize it if you follow me over there. But there is the hot tub porch that I had mentioned. I think it looks really cute. I put the pergola from base game over that. I love how the greenery on that changes color for the season, and I don't know, this just is so cozy. This is one of those builds that as I was building it, I was like grinning. I know I say I do that a lot, but I honestly do. When things start coming together, it's like this big aha moment, and I'm just like, oh my god, I love it. And so this was definitely one of those, and so I'm very excited to finally share it with you guys. because I did this a few weeks ago now, and I've just been sitting on the footage trying to edit it because editing takes a really long time. If if you don't do any kind of video stuff, you might not know that, but editing is such a time-consuming process. And it's probably one of the least fun parts of making content online. So sometimes I will build something and then it'll be a little while until I get it edited because it's frustrating and time-consuming. So, but I am finally sharing this and I really hope you like it. But we're working on the inside now, trying to figure out this floor plan. And actually the room that's connected to the hot tub porch is the kitchen. I think that worked out so nicely. And it's just like a cozy little square. And then the living space is in the area you walk straight into when you enter the build. And then that little hallway space actually ends up being where a dining table is. And we have a bathroom off to the side. And those are not the beds I end up using, but you can kind of see it. My thought process was, let's do bunk beds, but the bottom bunk is a double bed in this space since it was meant to be a rental. I didn't think it needed separate bedrooms for your stay. I'm thinking this would be a good fun space to rent with a couple of friends or like a couple and their one kid. Like there are definitely options. I just thought it would be a funky thing you might not put in your typical home, but for like an Airbnb, having a bedroom that is laid out in that way was a bit of fun. But in the kitchen here, I'm just adding a couple of pumpkins, some cutting boards, changing out the wallpapers, and then we're getting some curtains and stuff throughout the space. I didn't want to clutter this up too much because like I was saying, I was thinking this was a rental property, not your typical home, but you could definitely have your Sims live here if you decide to download this and play with this build. But I wanted to have like some decorations throughout that were kind of fun, but you know, not too many personal items, if that makes sense. So we have some flowers on the table over there. I really liked using this fireplace from Eco Lifestyle. I'm trying to remember if I kept it in the red swatch or not. I'm not actually sure. But this bee scheme couch I'm using, oh, those colors are so perfect. The yellow and the orange, I love that so much. And I also put some of those reclaimed wood chairs outside on the front porch that are from Eco Lifestyle. I think they worked nicely in here as well. And it looks like I did keep the red fireplace. I really like that item. Oh, and then this lamp from Outdoor Retreat worked perfectly over here. Oh, it's just so cozy in this space. I really enjoyed how it came out, and I think the painting above the couch really brought out some of those fall colors as well. I do think that this house would have worked really nice in Granite Falls. If you didn't want to place it in Henford on Bagley, it could work in a couple of different places. I think here in Henford on Bagley, Outdoor Retreat World, which is, I just said the name of it and now I can't think of it, Granite Falls. And it could probably also work pretty well in Glimmerbrook or the countryside of Windenburg. Like this build could be in a couple of different places and I think it would work nicely. But anyway, out on the front porch, I had placed those chairs earlier and I decided to put this table out here, this like big stone slab table and a basket of blankets and stuff. I just really wanted this space to look cozy and inviting, but have not very many personal touches. Like it's decorated nicely and feels cozy, but like you're not going to see messes anywhere or too much clutter or like toothbrushes and stuff like that because it is a rental property. But I think it looks really cute. I don't know. The bathroom's really simple. I have a wooden sink top that is from Outdoor Retreat and just like a simple toilet and our shower tub combo from Base Game. I thought that one worked nicely. And here I am trying to go with this concept that I had mentioned before of having like the bunk bed situation, but there's a double bed on the bottom. And I think this one worked out the best in the end because the top one kind of feels like tent shaped. So I was like, oh, we're camping, we're staying in an Airbnb. It's like a cute autumn getaway. So we'll go with that. And then I tied in the green color by using this bed underneath that is from Seasons and just got a little rug in here, a mirror. I think we tried to squeeze in a wardrobe over here. Yeah, we ended up using this one from Dream Home Decorator and just getting a autumn painting above it. And I'm trying to think what else we put in here. Did I just put more paintings? More mirrors? I know I struggled with this, so I'm just like, what did I end up putting over here in the end? I think I put these paintings. Yeah, very simple. I didn't go too over the top with decorations, as I had mentioned, because it's not a personal space. It's a rental property, so just getting some plants outside, finishing up some terrain paint, and then we're heading on into screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. And this is a really cute window. All right, enjoy the screenshots. Bye, everybody.